Alon.
Joel.
Girl. Tracy, go for the back. We have to do that. I have to do something. Keep an eye on her.
It doesn't matter. Fluff.
Saba meant the world to us.
Yeah.
Saba meant the world to us. He was a kind, generous, devoted husband, loving father, fantastic Saba, and very adventurous. He was a perfect role model for his grandchildren. Saba and Safta are both very generous people. Their Pesach Seders were legendary, and a huge cast joined us for these events. Our most enduring memories of Saba is as the conductor of the Seder. He was especially tolerant of people arriving late and of all children making a noise.
Not true.
No. He always researched the Seder and had long stories to tell. He also had jokes in Hebrew, which he translated on the run with uneven results. So when we heard that he passed away on Pesach Sheni, we thought that it was appropriate that we use the Pesach Seder to remember him. We have decided to use the poem Dayenu, which means it would have been enough for us as the inspiration from our speech. There are 3 verses. The first is about leaving slavery, which we have interpreted as Saba's physical journey from the danger of Bialystok in Poland to Sydney, Australia, and Galit is going to tell that story. The second verse is about the miracles, which we have interpreted to be about his life, and especially the fight against his disease. Hannah is going to tell that story. The third verse we have interpreted as being about family, and Alon will tell that story.
Saba was born in Poland on the 1st of July 1936. We'll start again. Saba was born in Poland on the 1st of July 1937. It was a bad time to be a Jew in Poland. The Nazis and the Russians invaded Poland. Saba's father Chaim, having the same foresight that Saba was to show later in life, escaped from Poland and took the family to Vilna, where he acquired exit visas from the Japanese diplomat Sugihara. Dayenu. After escaping Europe, the family spent time in Kobe, Japan, before traveling to Palestine. Dayenu. Saba spent his formative years in Israel, excelling at school and joining the army. He met Safta at Beitar and later again in the army. Dayenu. He then left Israel to join his family in South Africa. He wrote to Safta to join him. Before long, Ziva, Dov, and Rafi were born. Saba also found time along with his father and brothers to create a very successful business. Dayenu. Then on to Sydney, Australia, where the family grew again. First Joel, then Lara, and finally Mandy were added to the family, and once again, Saba still found time to create a large, successful business, this time with his children. Dayenu.
Saba had many miracles in his life, but we've narrowed them down. Saba was without a doubt the most determined person. Nothing could keep him down. When he decided to do something, you could be sure that not even the hospital security could stop him. Against all the odds, not only did he go on a cruise with Mans and Ruff and the kids, but he got up at every port and enjoyed every minute. On Tuesday night, he joined us to celebrate his first grandchild's graduation. The next morning, he told the doctors and nurses that this was a beautiful dream come true. Dayenu. Dr. Sylvia Takasha. Sylvia was always available for Saba, so much so that she actually built a house across the road. Sylvia was with Saba for his fight against cancer. from almost the very beginning until the very end. She was one of the few people who could change Saba's mind. She even got him a thermometer that he couldn't argue with. Sylvia, thank you for all that you do for our family. Diano. Dr. Hagigi. Twice, when all options seemed to be exhausted, you came to the rescue. Your very frequent visits to Saba were keenly awaited by him, and he truly respected you. He never felt safer in hospital than when he was under your care. Thank you. Diano. Saba and Safta are surrounded by a huge network of friends and family, both here and overseas. You guys all know who you are. The telephone never stops ringing, the emails never stop. Diana.
The last verse is family, the brothers. You are the glue that holds the family together. You guys have a special bond that travels across continents, and we know we can always rely on you to be here for us, if it's to celebrate and now to commiserate with us. Diana. Safta. Every memory that we have of Saba includes Safta. As we were discussing the other night with Rabbi Maleki, it is hard for us to differentiate the stories between Safta and Saba as they always combine together. Many people, when they think of our family, automatically include Saba and Safta as a part of the six of us. Whenever we talk about the family coming over or having dinner with the family, we cannot think of ourselves as anything but a group of 8. Safta, I love you. Diana. Mum, you are the most caring daughter. It is impossible to think that there could be a more caring daughter and mum than you. You have been a huge support to both Saba and Safta. You have modified the house and the car to be more accommodating for your parents. You are available not only to Safta and Saba, our family, but to the community at large. No job is too big or too small, and all are accomplished in record time. Mum, I love you too. Diana. Tor was Saba's partner in business. They were both very successful. Saba looked forward to your chats every morning, and while I am certain that you have inherited Saba's flair for business, I know that you also inherited his hairstyle. We are sure that you are continuing the Masovsky tradition in business in Denver. Rafi was Saba's partner in crime. You and Saba shared so many dangerous interests and enthusiasms. Just a week after Dan was born, Rafi raced off with Saba on a motorcycling journey to Cairns. No IT problem was too big or too small for you to fix for Saba. Diana. The grandchildren, Liat, Galit, Hannah, Talia, Rachel, Nadia, Nikki, Dan, Gabby, and Mia, and I were all blessed to have recently spent time with Saba. Diana.
All of the grandchildren have fond memories of Pesach and of Saba leading the Seder. We have all been involved in the struggle to find Saba's very, very well-hidden Apikoman. We will all miss this tradition, but not as much as we'll miss our Saba.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm just going to say just a short word, and as is customary, and to connect it also to Zalman.